Hello, so I am now 7 weeks and 5 days, I think, pregnant. And, so what's new this week? Nausea, sleepy. At this point, I've decided to go for the diclectin. I got some diclectin. The first time I resorted to diclectin, it was just nausea all day, sort of like I did have, a window of no nausea here and there, but it wasn't consistent. It wasn't like, okay, I can look forward to, the afternoon when I don't feel nauseous. It was like one day it was the afternoon, the other day it was, the morning, and the other day it was, anyways, it just felt like, and that was just a small, hour or two where I didn't feel the nausea. For the rest of the day, I felt nauseous, and the computer seemed to aggravate it, computer monitors, and I was working basically all day in front of a computer, so I got the diclectin, and it pretty much took care of about 50% of the nausea. I looked at old blogs that I wrote back then, and that's what I said about it, is that it took the edge off, but it just made me more functional, and that was good. This time around, the first week of nausea was okay. I had a lot of nausea in the morning, but once I started eating, like, it took about an hour or two to sort of take it down and get it feeling controlled. But then after a week of that, it sort of increased to the old ways that I had in the first pregnancy, and I decided, okay, no, I can't. And I had the diclectin prescription for a while. Well, I mean, I don't know, I had it for a few days, not for a while, like, ooh, I had it for months. I've had it for a few days, and but I was, trying to avoid it until the 2 days in a row where it was just intense all day, and I just, the kind of nausea where you can't even, like, you don't have the energy to go and prepare food, and everything sort of, you're just thinking of a food, and it just makes you want to vomit. It just feels like food poisoning 24/7. Anyways, so I took the diclectin. The second day of that, I took it, which is, excuse me, basically the prescription is 2 before bed, which is less than I've taken the first time around, so I thought, okay, I'll try that. And I kind of feel good about just taking 2, or taking less than last time, and seeing how things go. So I've done it the first day. The first day I've done it, I just couldn't wake up in the morning. The exhaustion, I know they're supposed to make you drowsy, and it's supposed to last about a week, and then you're sort of better, or just accustomed to it, I suppose. But and I didn't remember that from my first pregnancy. I didn't remember that it made me drowsy. Actually, maybe it didn't the first pregnancy. I don't know. But yeah, this time when my boy came to wake me up in the morning, it was like I just I just couldn't get up. But I did eventually, and I'm very lucky that, well, lucky and unlucky. Right now, my work situation, at this point in time in the previous years, because I'm an on-call, I fill in for people who go on vacation, or when they're short-staffed because there were so many people on sick leave or whatnot. And so every year until now, in the summer, starting as soon as school stops until the end of summer when school starts again, I've been working as if it was a full-time job, with weekly assignments. You get called on the Thursday or the Friday, and they say, okay, you're going there on the next week, and you're doing a whole week there. This year, for some reason, because things are being restructured and you know, positions are being eliminated, it appears that I'm gonna potentially be on call through the summer again, which is lucky because I am not at all feeling like working right now. I mean, I've been able to take a giant nap every morning this week, but financially speaking, it's not ideal. Especially since if, you know, things progress like that and I don't get decent hours, then, you know, comes time for mat leave, I won't have any hours logged. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm basically, at this point, I'm kind of I'm trying to find a word that's okay to say, but I'm in trouble for mat leave at this point. I'm pretty much gonna have to find another job that will give me full-time hours so that I can get maternity leave payments, because I can't survive with no income whatsoever. Anyway, so, but for now, for the nausea time, it's kind of been good because I've been able to just sleep. And I'm, you know, I send my son to daycare. You know, typically I would be working full time right now, so, and they can call me every day to give me a full day's worth of work. So I always send him and always regret it at the end of the day because I ended up not working. But anyways, that's another story. So I have my son at daycare, and I'm at home with nausea, so I've been lucky to have a chance to sleep through a lot of it. So that's quite different from last time, where I was working in an office and working long hours and working full time and then some. So yeah, so I've taken Diclectin, started Diclectin. For some reason this week, I had not had cravings per se on the first pregnancy. This time around, I think I've had a proper first craving, and that was spaghetti sauce. And I've had my husband make some last weekend, and that's pretty much what I've eaten all week this week. And it worked. I mean, you know, at least I just add a lot of veggies to it, and so it kind of, even if it's the same all the time, at least I feel like I have a little bit of everything in it. I have meat, I have veggies, and I have my grains. So, but yeah, so I think that's where I was going, is that I've been taking the Diclectin, and hopefully after a week, which is what most people say, the drowsiness will sort of subside, and I'll feel somewhat normal again. But it's taking the edge off of the nausea, but you can still feel kind of weak, or it's almost like you feel like you're experiencing nausea, but you're not feeling it. Like it's like it's masking it. So, you know, it's better, but it's just not perfect. At this point, hopefully after the first trimester, things will get better, and I either won't have to take Diclectin anymore, or won't feel that sort of, oh, there's something happening in there that I'm not quite processing well. And the drowsiness, I mean, I think it's better already. How many days has it been? I think this is the third day now. And yeah, it's a little better already. I've been sleeping every morning extra. Anyways, I mean, there is exhaustion that comes with pregnancy, but I think this is just a little more. Oh boy. know if you're still there. Okay, for some reason my monitor just shut itself down. So that. Oh, big deal is I went to my ultrasound. I'm meeting with my midwives on Tuesday, which I was debating about waiting until then to do this update, but I can do another one, I suppose. I went for an ultrasound, and I got to see the heartbeat. Woo-hoo! So, I mean, it's tiny at this point. I wasn't expecting to see much. I knew, I've been to a 12-week. The first one that I did with my boy was at 12 weeks, and you could see him, like, it looked like a baby, but this time around, it's supposed to be the size of a blueberry, I think. So, and it doesn't quite have arms yet. It has kind of like little buds. The thing that matters is that it has a heartbeat, and you could see that. I saw that pretty well, and that the size of it is somewhat matching what you've estimated based on your last menstrual period date. So yeah, so this week exhaustion and nausea, and like last time, yes, I've had the craving for spaghetti sauce for some reason, but what was more present last time and this time as well is aversions. But it's not the same though. Last time I was thinking of broccoli and it just made me want to vomit. Just thinking about it was enough to make me. And again, this time I'm feeling that way, but not about broccoli. So for some reason I feel like I could eat broccoli this time. I've been feeling this way about chicken for some reason. This time. That's what my husband had made last week. He doesn't always do the cooking. It sounds like it, but anyways, it just turns out two meals in a row he did. We kind of share the task, but doesn't matter. Anyway, so he made chicken, and I had it the first day. We tend to do this thing where we just make sort of one meal for the week, and we have it for like 4 days straight. We're short on money, and so I have a message. Yeah, finances are tight. So, it kind of works out that way the best, we found. Is it still raining? It is still raining. Oh my goodness, 13 minutes. Anyways, he made chicken. After a day or two on it, I just couldn't eat the chicken anymore. Just the thought of it was making me feel nauseous, so I stopped. But, yeah. So, not so much. I'm gaining quite a bit of weight, I can tell. I mean, I haven't weighed myself this morning, but I started at 163. I'm probably 166 to 168 right now. I think that's probably a safe bet. So, I mean, it doesn't help that I sleep all day and that I don't eat that much, I suppose. Anyways, maybe I'll talk about that next week. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.